number one, you need a welcome strategy. All right. You want to think about how you will welcome new people and encourage them to stay. What's going to be your plan for how you engage and greet people when they come to your church? It's funny, and maybe it's not funny, maybe it's heartbreaking, or maybe it's frustrating that it's possible for new people to come to our church on Sunday and never have a significant engagement with another person. The age-old scenario. Pastor, you're standing there and you're preaching and you look out and you see everything. Because from the stage, we notice everything. We notice every person on their phones. We know who's chewing gum. We notice who fell. A follow-up strategy. You need a follow-up strategy. You're asking, here's what I'm asking. How will you encourage people to take a clear next step? When you follow up with people, what you're doing is you're giving them the encouragement, you're giving them the push to take the next step. That's one of the things that you want to do. Again, you know that membership is not a one-visit decision. And so you want to keep on following up with people. Oftentimes, if you keep on pursuing people, eventually you catch them. And so you've got to make sure that you play the long game. That your goal after a first visit is to get a second visit, and then a third visit, and then a fourth visit, and then a fifth visit. I'm married. I've been married at this point more than 17 years. And I can tell you this, we didn't get married after the first date. No. If you want to marry somebody, you don't take them on one date and say, hey, will you marry me? Well, I don't know enough about you. I haven't met your family. There's a whole lot of questions that I've got. I got to get to know your personality. All those things matter. Well, I want you to think about church the same way. Is you want to court, you want to see the process. And I know we don't use that term. I might have kind of dated myself a little bit with that term, but you've got to pursue, and not just pursue, but you want to start a process with people. You want to walk down the process, and follow up is how you walk down that process. Follow up is letting people know who you are, is letting them know your mission and vision, is letting them meet the pastor, is letting them understand what ministries are available, is letting them know how they can take the next step and plug in, is letting them know when the next class is coming up. All these different things are there, right? This is absolutely one of the favorite things that we do in our Church Systems Boot Camp, because we give our churches the scripts that they need to follow up. We give them email scripts and text message scripts and phone call scripts and handwritten letter scripts. We give them the scripts that they need to take that next step, because follow-up is so vitally important. And so what you want to do is that you want to use these different tools and resources. You want to collect contact information from people so that you can help them take the next step. Right? And that's one of the things that we love doing for our partners, is that we not only do we give them the template for their cards and for all the resources that they use, but we also give them the tools. So we take the guesswork out. And so you want to take the guesswork out for your team as a leader. You want to take the guesswork out. You want to make sure that you help them do it. All right. Now, get this. This is a really small piece of intentionality, but I'm telling you, it will change so much about your church. If you've ever been to a church service where there was a sound issue that was happening in church, and you get feedback, and what does everybody do when feedback happens in church? They all turn around and look at the sound man as though he didn't hear it, and he's looking like, hey, I'm working on it. But what's really unique